Master eye contact. How to look confident without saying a word. Eye contact. Something so small, so simple, and yet so powerful. You've probably heard the saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And in many ways, it's true. A glance can reveal strength, insecurity, desire, fear, trust, or betrayal. What's astonishing is that while most people underestimate it, eye contact may be the single most silent yet commanding form of communication you'll ever master. Today, we're going to dive deep into the psychology of eye contact, not as a trick, not as a gimmick, but as a profound way of embodying confidence. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand why eye contact matters, you'll be able to apply it. Practice it at home and reshape the way people perceive you every day. This is not just about looking confident, it's about becoming confident. Part 1. Why eye contact shapes perception when you meet someone new. Your words are just a fraction of the message you deliver. In fact, research in nonverbal communication shows that over half of first impressions are shaped by body language, and within that body language, the eyes play the starring role. Think about it. When you look someone directly in the eyes, you signal presence. You're saying without a single word, I'm here. I see you. I am not afraid to be seen. On the other hand, when your gaze darts away, lingers on the floor, or avoids connection altogether, the opposite happens. People sense hesitation. They feel disconnection. Sometimes they even sense dishonesty. In professional settings, leaders who hold steady eye contact are perceived as more trustworthy and authoritative. In relationships, lovers who share prolonged eye contact create deeper bonds, triggering the brain's release of oxytocin, the hormone that builds intimacy and trust. And in everyday encounters, whether at the grocery store, in a job interview, or simply talking to a neighbor, eye contact can be the difference between blending in and commanding respect. But here's the key. True confidence in eye contact isn't about staring, intimidating, or trying to dominate. It's about balance, authenticity, and intention. Part 2. The psychology behind eye contact. Eye contact doesn't just affect how others see you. It changes how you feel about yourself. Neuroscientists have found that maintaining eye contact activates areas of the brain associated with self-awareness and empathy. This means that the act of looking someone in the eye doesn't only connect you outward, it grounds you inward. There's also a feedback loop at play. When you hold steady eye contact, people respond positively, whether it's through nods, smiles, or simply paying more attention. That feedback reinforces your confidence, which in turn makes you more likely to hold stronger eye contact in the future. It's a cycle of growth, but if you avoid eye contact, it's the opposite cycle begins. Others disengage, you sense rejection, and your self-confidence dips lower and lower. Over time, you may begin to feel invisible. For many adults, this invisible cycle has roots in childhood. Maybe you were shy, maybe you were taught that looking adults directly in the eyes was disrespectful, or maybe you experienced moments where being noticed felt unsafe. Those early habits follow us, and they often resurface in adulthood, quietly shaping the way we connect or disconnect. Part 3. The common struggles with eye contact. Before we talk solutions, let's face the struggles. Fear of judgment. Many people fear that if they look too long, they'll seem awkward or creepy. Anxiety and overthinking, overanalyzing the act itself. Am I looking too long? Too short? Did I blink too much? This self-consciousness breaks natural flow. Cultural conditioning. In some cultures, direct eye contact is considered confrontational, while in others, it's a sign of respect. Navigating this balance can create inner conflict. Low self-esteem. If you don't feel worthy of being seen, holding eye contact can feel unbearably exposing. Technology's impact. In today's world of screens, many of us are out of practice. We're more used to staring at pixels than people. These struggles are real, but they're not permanent. Asterisk part, for how to practice confidence at home eye contact, like any skill, can be trained. You don't need to wait for a boardroom presentation or a date night to practice. You can begin at home. Here's a step-by-step method. Mirror work. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Hold your gaze for 30 seconds, then a minute, then longer. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, even vulnerable. But over time, you'll build familiarity. You're teaching your nervous system that being seen is safe. TV or YouTube exercise, watch an interview or a show. Each time a person on screen looks into the camera, hold their gaze, pretend they're looking at you. This helps you normalize the sensation of holding eye contact. Family and friends, in casual conversations. Intentionally hold eye contact for just 1 to 2 seconds longer than you normally would. You'll notice how it changes the flow of connection. Practice in public when you check out at the store. Look the cashier in the eyes as you thank them. When you order coffee, meet the barista's gaze and smile. These micro moments train your confidence in real life. The 50/70th rule in conversations. Aim to hold eye contact about 50% of the time when speaking and about 70% when listening. This balance prevents you from seeming distant or aggressive. Breathing into comfort. If you feel anxious, pair eye contact with slow breathing. Each exhale reminds your body, I'm safe. Remember, the goal is not to stare, but to connect. Asterisk part 5. Eye contact in relationships. If you're married, dating, or even navigating the fragile beginnings of romance, eye contact can deepen your bond. A study from Harvard found that couples who engage in mutual eye contact report higher levels of emotional intimacy. That's because the gaze is not just about seeing, it's about being seen. If you want to strengthen connection with your partner, try setting aside a few minutes each week for silent eye contact. Simply sit together, look into each other's eyes, and breathe. At first, it may feel odd, but soon the silence will fill with presence. During disagreements, use eye contact not as a weapon, but as an anchor. Instead of turning away or shutting down, hold your partner's gaze with calmness. Sends the message, I'm still here with you, even in conflict. This practice builds resilience, understanding, and trust. Asterisk part 6. Eye contact in leadership and career. F, you want to be taken seriously in your career. Eye contact is non-negotiable. Whether you're giving a presentation, leading a team, or interviewing for a new role, your gaze tells the room whether you believe in yourself or not. Here are simple applications. Presentations. Instead of staring at your slides, scan the audience and connect with individual eyes for 2 to 3 seconds. This transforms a speech into a conversation. Interviews. When answering questions, look directly at the interviewer, then glance away briefly before re-engaging. This shows confidence without intimidation. Leadership. In team meetings, make a point to meet each person's eyes. It signals respect and presence. When you combine eye contact with clear, steady speech and calm posture, you embody authority without ever raising your voice. Asterisk part 7. The silent power of presence here. S. The truth. People don't always remember your words, but they remember how you made them feel. Eye contact is a silent power. It's the difference between making someone feel invisible or making them feel important. Between being dismissed or being remembered. Think about the people in your life you respect the most. Chances are, when they speak to you, you feel like the only person in the room. That's the power you can cultivate. Asterisk part 8. Practical challenges and solutions. Of course, this journey isn't without challenges. Maybe you'll encounter people who avoid eye contact themselves. Maybe you'll deal with moments of insecurity. Here's how to navigate. When others avoid your gaze, don't take it personally. They may be shy, anxious, or culturally different. Hold your gaze gently, but don't force it. When you feel nervous, focus on the other person's eye color. Ground you in curiosity instead of self-consciousness. When it feels too intense, Break your gaze naturally by nodding or glancing briefly aside, then return. It keeps flow natural. Part 9. Transforming your daily life. Imagine this. You walk into a room, you don't say a word, yet people notice you. Not because of flashy clothes, not because of loud words, but because of your presence. Eye contact can transform the way you experience life. At work, you'll command respect. At home, you'll deepen love. In friendships, you'll build trust. Within yourself, you'll find grounded confidence. And the best part? You don't need to become someone else. You simply need to show up fully present and unafraid to be seen. Conclusion. The call to awaken confidence mastering eye contact isn't about learning a trick. It's about awakening a deeper truth. You are worthy of being seen. You are enough, exactly as you are. Every time you hold someone's gaze, you're making a statement. I am confident. I am present. I am real. So start small. Practice at home. Carry it into your relationships, your career, your daily life. Over time, you'll notice the shift, not just in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. And if this message resonates with you, I invite you to stay connected with us here at Awaken Mindset. This channel is dedicated to helping you not just think differently, but live differently. If you found value today, please subscribe, explore our playlist, and join a community of people committed to growth, confidence, and deeper connexio.